simple answer to this is neighborhoods. Go to your neighborhood supervisor, tell them your thoughts, your ideas on this, and tell them to vote against what the neighborhood's wants and needs are. Now, I'm going to say it also depends on what goes on throughout the city. We're a large city. Some parking needs to be imposed down there at the ballpark where there's, they call dynamic pricing, and that needs to be done. So I think it depends upon where the parking is going to exist and where it takes place, and then listening to your neighbors, perhaps like in West Portal, where it's not necessary on Sunday. I disagree that it is necessary. You're just going to push those consumers, those small business people, out to Stonestown and Daly City where there are no parking meters. Thank you.
It doesn't make sense to me to budget in an unsustainable way. So just play this out. You keep penalizing the people driving and parking. Are they going to come and drive and park anymore? And then where are you going to get your revenue from? It's unsustainable, and it hurts everyone, and it drives it hurts the small business, it hurts the community, it hurts everyone in the long run. It doesn't make sense. And the other thing to watch out for, has anyone heard of parklets? Anyone know what a parklet is? Well, watch out, because they're coming. So parklets, they'll take sounds cute, right? They'll take 3-4 parking spaces off the street, and they extend the sidewalk out. They put in little planters, a little chair, a little table. It sounds nice, but in a foggy, cold, are you going to sit out there? And when they did it, then hey, all the tables got stolen and everything's graffitied and it becomes a cesspool. So watch out, West Portal, for your parklet. I mean, it's just what I mentioned earlier about ideology. People impose from City Hall some ideology that doesn't make sense. And this is the kind of thing that I'm going to stand up for you. As far as revenue, you know, rather than gouging the parking people, or the people parking who won't be coming here anymore anyway, why don't we start ticketing and going after the people who are riding and union and not paying? You know, I think there could be some good revenue there. So, thank you.
I think it's mixed in this way. When you talk to some business people, first of all, one of the things that's become most aware to me as a result of running for office is when you do outreach to small business people, how many of them are, and I consider myself to be a small business person, how many of them are in serious pain? And it seems as though every problem San Francisco has, they decide that there's this golden goose from which they're going to kill that's laying the eggs, the golden eggs. The goose they're going to kill that lays the golden eggs. And they keep trying to get extractions from these people. Some businessmen you talk to, however, and some on West Portal will tell you they don't mind parking meters on Sunday because people have a tendency to park there and go to other parts of town to shop. So that part is mixed. But the idea that we think that the way to solve a problem, an agency that is basically failing us year after year, is to continue to fund it and to fund it on the backs of people in ways such as putting meters at the zoo, which is going to deeply affect who's going to go to the zoo. It's certainly a regressive tax. When you do things like that, it's much more of a tax on poor people than it is on other people. Tanya Peterson is not happy with it. She's worried. She's the zoo director about what it's going to do to her attendance. But at any rate, I think we need to clean up the community within itself. I think we have a terrific leader there, Ed Reskin, and I think he's going to be able to turn it around. But I don't think the solution is to put all these burdens on the backs of small businesses and those of us who still need cars to get around parts of the city. But at any rate, thank you for that.
So, in regards to meters on Sunday, I'm against it. Very simple, give you a simple question. Simple question, simple answer. Now, there's another issue. It seems like the meter base, it gets sent out, or the meter folks get sent out by central dispatcher. And I was out here, we're out by Lowell on a weekend about a month ago. And so I saw somebody going around giving tickets on the weekend. And at first I thought, oh my God, what's going on here? I saw 2 tickets and I thought maybe they were blocking the garageway or something. And I looked at it and said, they're not blocking the garageway. And I looked down the street, there were about 10 cars that had tickets. The person basically ticketed everybody. And I was just curious, the worker had just passed me up, and I said, "Excuse me, why are you giving me the tickets? I'm just curious." And she said, "Oh, well, I was sent here, and there's a 2-hour zone here." I said, "No. I don't think so. Not for the weekend." She said, "Yeah. No. Can you walk over here and just look at the sign? All you have to do is read the sign. That's what this is. That on the weekends it's not enforced." She said, "Oh." And then she just gets on her vehicle and leaves, and there's about 10 people with tickets. And I'm thinking to myself, there's something wrong with this picture. We need to fix this. Okay, in regards to making up for meter revenues, this is what I would do.
3 seconds.
There's a lot of downtown parking. And guess what? We use it, but a lot of other towners use it too. I would rather increase the revenues or the fees on the downtown parking than having us pay higher meter rates in our neighborhoods. And that's how that's what I would do.